This is the High School Coaches Roundtable Show, broadcasting from Sandy's Beef and Ale, where friends and family go for great food and all the big games since 1967. Each week, we broadcast from 2028 Old Lincoln with the stars from the Bucks County football teams. We now go live to Sandy's Beef and Ale for the High School Coaches Roundtable Show. Here now is your host, WBCB's Chris Ermer.
Welcome to the High School Coaches Roundtable Show, presented by Rob's Automotive here from Sandy's Beef and Ale. Great to have you with us. Always a wild show, especially on Captain's Night. We have a lot of players to meet tonight, and the Pensbury Falcons will get us started with Coach Stout. Welcome, Coach.
Well, thank you very much. Good to be here on a nice night to see all these guys dressed up.
Well, a perfect start for our High School Coaches Roundtable show because we've got the Pensbury Neshaminy game on WBCB. Looking forward to that one. Big game, a win, and you're in scenario for the Pensbury Falcons. What do you guys see when you break down this Neshaminy squad, Coach?
Well, they're pretty much a good traditional Neshaminy team. They have some good size. They run the ball well. They pass the ball, so they have all kind of weapons. Their defense is rather stingy. They also have good size on their defense. So I believe they're 6-3. They're an all-around very good team, and we expect a great game.
Well, you guys have an opportunity to get into the playoffs, get to the 500 mark, a lot on the line. Looking forward to the game on WBCB. It is Captain's Week. And some of the teams have 6 captains here with us tonight. So let's meet the players. Coach, tell us who you brought with you tonight for Captain's Week for the Pensbury Falcons.
Well, I'm happy to. I have a 3-year starter, Walker Murray. He played defensive end a couple of years ago. Well, he played quarterback a few years ago, defensive end, linebacker for, I think, the last 2 years. And, he's one of the main people on our defenses. Chris Karamis, another 3-year starter, actually, defensive end. Sometimes he plays a little offense, a ton of experience, another one of the leaders on our team like the other 3 gentlemen. Rocco May's offensive tackle, been starting for 2 years. Last year he got injured, but he was starting before that. And again, all these people are not just captains, but they're leaders on the team. In our center, Uriah Smart, he's been doing a great job all year, and he also started and played last year. So I'm happy to be here celebrating with these 4 guys as we get ready to play our big game in a couple of days.
And here we get to meet the Pensbury Falcons, but throughout the night we meet the captains of these high school football programs, all the work that they have put in. So respect to all the guys who are here tonight for our Captain's Night High School Coaches Roundtable show. Let's talk with Walker Murray to get the show started. Welcome to the show.
How we doing?
All right, what do you guys need to do against Neshaminy? Seems like they mix it up, run, throw. You guys have been mixing it up as well as you've gone through the season.
Yeah, I mean, so we got a good plan set up. I trust Coach Snyder, and he's been doing his film and doing his research. So we got a good plan set up, and I think if we keep playing the way we're playing on defense, we're going to shut them down 100%. So I would say that our guys were physical enough and we're fast enough and we're athletic enough to outplay them on the defensive side. So.
Walker, top tackler on the defensive side of the football, also one of the main targets when they're throwing the football. Good luck this week. What's next for you when you look after graduation, after football, other stuff you might get involved in throughout this school year?
So I'll probably be wrestling this winter. And then after the school year, I'm looking to play football in college. I'm not sure where yet, but that's the end goal. So yeah.
Well, it's been a good season so far, but you guys need to finish strong, and a win over Neshaminy gets you guys into the playoffs. A huge game. Looking forward to it on WBCB. Chris, what do you think the key is to get past Neshaminy this week? What are you hearing from your coaches? What are you guys working on in practice?
We're a better team than Neshaminy. I'll just say that straight out. If we play our best game, we're going to win the game. It's as simple as that. And, we're obviously 4-5 right now. And we were expecting big things going into the season. We still have the chance to accomplish those big things. We beat Ness. Obviously, we get in the playoffs, and we want to get rolling. And we're ready to go.
Same thing for you, Chris. What's next after graduation, after school? I think you've talked about getting into some computer science fields before with us.
You know, what's next right now is actually just beating Nash. Like, that is what is next for me in my life. Like, in my life, what is next right now is beating Nash.
Agreed.
And I'm going to do whatever I can to make it happen. And I'm not even going to say anything about after the Nash game because that is, in my life, all that matters right now is beating Nash.
Complete focus on Pensbury and Neshaminy. Chris Ermer, thanks for being with us tonight throughout the season, joining us for the Pensbury preview show. Pass that microphone over to your teammate here. It's Captain's Night tonight, and we're talking to the Pensbury Falcons. Next up is offensive lineman Rocco May.
How are we?
Rocco, doing great tonight. All right, so big game against Neshaminy. What is your game day routine? Like, how do you get ready for kickoff? Do you have any superstitions, any kind of routine things you get into?
Game day, just a lot of liquid IVs, having carbs the night before, just staying mentally focused, mentally ready, goofing around, none of that. I don't even talk to too many people during the game, but then when the game comes around, get in that killer mindset, nobody's stopping me, and that's usually how it goes.
And do you guys do things as a team to get ready for kickoff in that way, like a pasta thing, a dinner?
We do. I mean, we all got our own things. I think everybody's established that by now, but, I can't say we do anything together, but we all know what it's time for. We all know when it's time to work. We all know when it's time to get ready. Have our own routines to get ready for the game, and we're ready to go.
All focusing on kickoff, being ready for action.
Absolutely.
What's the key against Neshaminy this week? What do you guys need to do well in order to come away with a win? I mean, it's a ground and pound approach, and I know you're a big part of that.
Just comes down to who makes less mistakes, who executes better, and that's it's going to be us. We're going to make the less mistakes.
So, Rocco, after graduation, after football, any plans in mind?
I'm going to probably play football in college. Yeah, so I've been getting a few looks, and, we're going to see where my after-season film takes me, what offers I can get, and I'll see where I play.
Another opportunity to open some eyes this week against Neshaminy. Good luck, Rocco.
Absolutely, thank you.
All right, and we wrap up with Uriah. Welcome to the show.
Thank you.
You're a first-timer here
Yeah.
to our Coaches Roundtable show. So welcome. Make sure you get a T-shirt.
All right.
I mean, this whole radio thing is kind of secondary to our Coaches Week photo, which is coming up right after during our first break. All the guys will get lined up, and Jesse Garber is going to take a shot of all the captains here with us tonight. Kind of a cool keepsake. But thinking about the game, what's the key against Neshaminy? Also part of that ground and pound approach is the offensive line. Have you guys felt like you've been getting better week in and week out?
Yeah, I feel like we're more of a team that progresses through the season, and I feel like right now we're at our peak of offense and defense. And to beat Nesh is just who plays 100% all 4 quarters and who doesn't give up and who makes less mistakes, like Chris said.
Falcons coming off of a big win over Abington. Do you think you guys can take some momentum out of that game, or is that a totally separate thing? And this Friday has no kind of connection to last Friday.
I feel like last Friday was more of a let's get better at what we're doing right now. And right now, like for Nesh, we have a whole different, we're all hyped about it. We all want to play. It's a whole different thing.
I mean, I'm feeling that energy here tonight and looking forward to the game myself. It's at Neshaminy. You guys are on the road. Does that play any kind of factor I don't know, hopefully you guys can get a good crowd come on out Fairless Hills to Heartbreak Ridge and show some love for these guys.
I feel like that doesn't have a factor of us. We're going to make Neshaminy our home. We're going to win the game, and I feel like it's going to be a great game.
All right, after graduation, after football, what's next?
I say I'm going to trade school to become an electrician.
That's great. That's a great approach. Good luck this week against Neshaminy, guys. Pensbury and Neshaminy, we got the game on WBCB, so we start our high school coaches roundtable show with the Falcons tonight. We'll let these guys go, and before we break for our photo, Jesse, hold on. We got the Council Rock South Golden Hawks coming on up. But let's hear it for the Falcons. That's right, Pensbury with us. Captain's Night. Thanks, Coach Stout. And here at Sandy's Beef and Ale, the home of the world-famous hand-carved Sandy Witch, also the home of the Bob Gurgle Tailgate, as they raise some money to help support FON efforts from Penn State, helping to fight childhood cancer And so this Saturday, kickoff is 7:30. It's a Saturday night game, and they got the Penn State game on, and it's the Bobby Gurgle tailgate happening here at Sandy's. Check that out. Also, big thanks to the Fella Auto Group for helping to make portions of the show possible throughout the year. Fella Auto Group on Route 13 in Bristol. And if you mention the Coaches Roundtable show, you get $250 right off the top, off the bat of any car. And they got great cars for high school students under 10 grand. They also got premium pre-owned vehicles. Check it out, the Fella Auto Group, making portions of tonight's show possible. We thank them. Also, Rob's Automotive and Collision. And now we got the Council Rock South Golden Hawks. And they have a big rivalry matchup with Council Rock North this week. And with us, Coach Murphy.
Yes.
Hey,
Hey.
welcome.
How are you?
To
Thank
the
you.
show. Doing great. So what do you guys see when you look at Council Rock North? How are you guys going to get a big rivalry win this week?
Yeah, they're big up front. They have 1,000 formations they run on offense. We got to make sure we're disciplined, and it's one of our downfalls this whole year, is lining up correctly. And where we're at, we're a young football team. So some of the stuff they do can give us fits, but we've been working hard to make sure it doesn't happen.
All right, well, we want to meet all the captains. Appreciate you bringing your guys with you tonight, Coach, and sharing your time with us on a Wednesday here at Sandy's Beef and Ale. I mean, it's awesome, the amount of time that you guys put into the program itself, getting ready for the games, working in the off season and everything, and then to hang out for a little bit, have a sandwich. Kind of a cool opportunity to meet these guys and interact with them maybe in a different way than you have before.
Yes, sir, yeah. Because I primarily work our defensive backs, and we're messing around. I don't see Kyle much at all, one of our junior offensive linemen. Well, other coach like, you know who this kid is before we walk up here. So start introducing some of these guys as we go here. So first guy we have here is Ryan Smalls, our leader of our defense, who's banged up early in the year, had a bad hammy. But once he came back, our defense really changed dynamics. I mean, him being on the football field really helped us out, and him not being on the football field kind of hurt us early. We're a really young football team, and not having him out there was a big detriment to our success.
All right, just run through all the guys.
So we got. Oh, geez. I got my notes here. Yeah, I know. You got Jake Maurer, one of our wide receivers, defensive backs, 3-sport athlete between football, hockey, baseball. Football is his newest sport, only 2 years. If he continues to play football at the next level, some school is going to get a steal on a kid who's still learning how to play the game and get his body moving in the right direction. Next is Nate Sidlick, who is one of our key linebackers, running backs. He does whatever the heck we want nonstop. I mean, every team we talk about talks how blocking this kid as he's flying around the field and making plays. It's great. It's nice when you have kids like that running around. And Kyle Grasso, who runs around, one of our offensive line, defensive linemen, who leads not just on the field Monday through Friday in this time of year, but also in the weight room in the off season, and is there helping them out and figuring out getting these younger guys up to speed. We're still rebuilding a program. We need to build it from the inside out, and having guys like that really helps.
Well, and one of the themes of Captain's Night is always leadership. So we'll talk to these guys about their leadership style as they try to help a young team get a little bit of experience this week.
So actually, I'll point out,
excuse me.
The first two, Ryan and Jake, are both seniors. The other two are both juniors. So we have some underclassmen trying to build leadership from the younger classes as well.
Ryan, welcome to the show.
Thank you for having me.
All right, so what's the key this week? Big game against Council Rock North. What are you hearing from your coaches?
I mean, we're just going to go out there and play our football, not let that atmosphere get to us, and, just go out there and get a win.
All right, so tell me a little bit about your leadership style. I mean, a young team, has that been a little bit of a challenge for you guys to bring those guys along?
I mean, a little bit at first, but I just try to lead by example and hope that the guys follow.
All right, so Ryan, what is next for you after football throughout the rest of the school year?
I'm undecided where I'm going to college, but I want to go into nursing. Yeah.
All right, so what is one of your highlights this year? You look back at the season, big game coming up this week. You could finish, I don't know, with a little bit of energy, finish on a good note.
Yeah, just being on the football field. As Coach said, I was hurt earlier in the year. So just playing football, my senior year is always great. So, yeah.
All right, well, keep it going.
Yeah,
keep it going. Good luck this week. Jake.
Thanks for having me.
All right, so what has been your highlight this year? If you look back at this season, I don't know, maybe the biggest win, the biggest moment for you on the football field.
I talk about my personal stats, but this North game coming up is definitely going to be a big highlight to my season. Hopefully we run them up just like last year and put a big 49 on them that hat.
I mean, do you feel like as this season has progressed, you guys have progressed, both as leaders and as a football team, getting better each week? I mean, that should pay some dividends this week against Council Rock North.
Certainly. Being a senior leader on my second year playing football, we got a big young crew, especially at the wide receiver room, and just leading by example is a good thing.
Is that your style, more of a leader by example guy than a vocal guy, or do you sometimes?
I like to be vocal every now and then, but just setting the right example and just doing the right things, going out there blocking, not even when the ball is coming your way. I hope it resonates with the younger kids for the future.
All right, so what is next for you after football, throughout the rest of this year, after school?
For the rest, college-wise,
Yeah.
I'm trying to stay local. I'm undecided so far, but I'm not sure if I'm playing sports yet. But for academics and athletics for the high school year, I have hockey and baseball coming up.
Well, it seems like you got some options even when it comes to what athletics you might try to work on at the next level. So good luck in that decision-making process, and good luck this week against Council Rock North.
Appreciate it.
All right, we got the Player of the Week with us. What was that like, Nate, when you got recognized in that way? Top tackler for this team, a big part of the defense, and you win that Player of the Week poll.
Yeah, it's just cool seeing all those people go in and out and voting for you. You know, it's cool seeing all those people have your back and just getting behind you and voting for you.
So you feel the same thing, like as you guys have gone week in and week out, there's things where you're progressing, getting better as a team, and can carry that energy into this week against Council Rock
for
North?
Sure. You know, I mean, even though our record might not say it, I feel like we've been growing as a group and, like, as a team. You know, even stuff outside of football. Like, we come together, we eat together a lot. You know, we're hanging out outside of football, and I feel like that just builds our chemistry up, and hopefully we can take the chemistry and beat North this week.
Are all you guys involved in Challenger football, too?
Yeah.
That's kind of a neat thing to work with special needs athletes on Sundays, helping them play the game of football.
Yeah.
What's been your experience like with that?
Oh, I love it, yeah. You know, it's cool seeing all those kids, you know, putting a smile on their face, seeing them go have fun for an hour and 30 minutes every week. It's just a cool sight.
It's a really cool program,
Yeah.
and credit to you guys for being a part of it. Good luck this week against Council Rock North. Anything after football that you want to tell us about? Other stuff going on this school year?
I mean,
college choices?
Nothing for college
break some
right now.
news?
Still young, but basketball probably. So it's about it.
All right.
That's about it.
All right, and one more captain to talk to, and this is Kyle.
Yep.
All right, so what are you hearing from your coaches? What are you guys working on in practice? What do you need to do to get a win this week?
On the defensive side of the ball, you know, we just got to stay disciplined. They run an option offense, and it's really just disciplined football. And offensively, just go out there and try to kill somebody every play.
All right, so what is your highlight? I mean, your highest level of violence that you're able to get to on the football field?
I mean, I'm not really sure. You know, I try to, you know, play my heart out every game.
Play with a little chip on your shoulder?
Exactly.
What after football? What is next for you? What else kind of gets you going?
I mean, obviously, in the offseason, I'm in the weight room every day. Try to help my team out and lead in the weight room outside of the football field.
And as a leader on this team, must be great to see these young guys start to progress, pick up on some things, and feel the energy that you've been putting out there.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I love seeing the young guys progress. You know, I was a young guy myself last year, obviously, and I kind of almost see myself in them as they get better throughout the year.
All right, well, if you look over here, those that are on our video stream or with us on the radio, they can't see all the captains lined up. We're going to get you guys over there for that photo. Thank you for being with us. Good luck against Council Rock North.
Thank you for having us.
The Council Rock South Golden Hawks team captains with us tonight. Appreciate it, guys. Great job. Good luck this week. High School Coaches Roundtable Show, presented by Rob's Automotive and Collision, here from Sandy's Beef and Ale. And we're going to talk to the Bensalem Owls, the Conwell-Egan Catholic Eagles with us tonight, and the Neshaminy Redskins also in the house. We got that big Neshaminy Pensbury game to wrap up our regular season coverage on WBCB. And as we mentioned, at Sandy's, the Penn State Thon, the Bobby Gurgle tailgate happening this Saturday. It's a 7:30 kickoff. Catch some Penn State football and contribute to a worthy cause, part of the Penn State Thon efforts. And they do a little bit of thing here at Sandy's Beef and Ale, the Bob Gurgle tailgate. That is this Saturday. Also got the Eagles and the Bengals on Sunday. All right, we got the photo done. We're going to step aside and return with more of our high school football teams here from Sandy's, the High School Coaches Roundtable Show, presented by Rob's Automotive and Collision.
If you're a sports-loving adult or senior citizen who has been injured while doing what you love, fear not. The Lower Bucks Hospital right in our community is here to support you. Led by board-certified orthopedic surgeon Dr. Monahim M. Miller, boasting 33 years of experience, their team specializes in orthopedic sports medicine, joint replacement surgeries, orthopedic surgeries, trauma care, and treating acute injuries. Unlike orthopedic offices in the city, Dr. Miller and his team warmly welcomes new patients, offering personalized care to help your recovery swiftly and return to your favorite activities. Conveniently located in your hometown at 501 Bath Road in Bristol, you can reach them at 215-785-9818. That's 215-785-9818. Lower Bucks Hospital has been dedicated to caring for our neighbors since 1954. Let us take care of you too.
Rob's Automotive and Collision Center in Lower Bucks County is a full-service repair with competitive prices, top-of-the-line products, and the finest auto body and mechanical repair technicians anywhere. Rob's makes repairing your car easy. Same-day service guaranteed. Whether it's an oil change, state inspection, or a mechanical issue, Rob's will have you in and out and on your way. 2700 Veterans Highway in Bristol, 215-826-9200 for 24-hour emergency towing. Call 215-826-0250. Sandy's Beef and Ale has been serving famous hand-carved roast beef sandwiches since 1967. Sandy's Beef and Ale is located in the Woodburn Square Shopping Center next to the Oxford Valley Mall. Stop in anytime for not only the roast beef sandwiches, but also the patty, the tailgater, and the Cuban. Family and friends have been coming to Sandy's Beef and Ale since 1967. 2028 Old Lincoln Highway, the home of the hand-carved sandwich.
We now return to Sandy's Beef and Ale in Horn for the Bucks County Coaches Roundtable Show. Once again, here's your host, WBCB's Chris Ermer.
All right, welcome back to Sandy's Beef and Ale, as we got the High School Coaches Roundtable Show here on WBCB, presented by Rob's Automotive and Collision. We talk to the local high school football programs, and we get the coaches bringing out some players. This is Captain's Night, and so always a special night. We just had the big photo, and now Coach Flaherty is with us, representing the Bensalem Fighting Owls, who have put together a pretty good season, 4-5, and this week you guys have an opportunity, get to 500, taking on Truman. What's the key in that game, Coach?
Well, obviously they've had a tough year, but you can't look at the record. When you see them on film, they got some good athletes. They got some physical players. They got guys who could make plays. So. We just got to be able to take care of business, protect the ball, minimize the penalties, and just trust ourselves. Play with a lot of confidence.
I mean, these Bensalem Fighting Owls have proven themselves to be a program on the rise, but a tough one against Upper Dublin. You look back at that game, missed opportunities. I mean, it was a close game. What did you see when you broke it down? And look back at that one.
Yeah, well, I think the kids gave great effort on both sides of the ball. They're a good team. They got some big physical players on both sides of the ball. We were able to start moving the ball after a while. Got off to a slow start offensively, but then just not able to finish a couple drives offensively. I guess midway through the third quarter, going to the fourth quarter, we had a 16-play drive and ended up missing a field goal. And then they broke off a big run, and then they were able to hold on. But it was good effort from the boys. play here, play there, and things could have been different. But just can't let that linger. Gotta go into Levittown and get a W Friday night.
Big opportunity to get a win over Truman for the Bensalem Fighting Owls. We get to meet the captains tonight. Tell us who you brought with you for the show.
Yeah, so we got Isaiah Poston here. He's a wide receiver and corner for us, junior. He's done a lot as a receiver, not only catching the ball, but he prides himself as a blocker out on the edge too. Takes a special kind of receiver to want to block, and that's Isaiah for sure. He's not afraid to step up and make a tackle on at corner as well. And then we have Lucas Hassan. He's a linebacker for us, junior as well. I would say he's probably one of the most physical guys on our team. He along with Jaden George, I would say, are probably more or less the captains of the defense. They like to set the tone in practice and during the games too.
Well, guys, welcome to the show.
Thank you.
Isaiah, what's the key this week to win over Truman and finish the season on a good note?
The key this week, we just gotta be physical and aggressive. Even though they're a 1-9 team, they still got players. We just gotta win and be aggressive.
All right, so after football, what else are you looking at for the rest of the school year? Maybe after you're done at high school, you got any plans starting to formulate?
After football season, I run track for Bensalem too, and yeah.
And does that help on the football field? Have you seen your speed increase?
Yeah, it increases a lot running track.
All right, so you guys getting ready for a big game. You've had some big wins this season. When you look back at this year, you see the program on the rise. It seems like you guys are, moving in the right direction. Do you feel that as a player?
Yeah, of course. I feel like when we went 2-8 last year, it affected us. But this year, we got better with teammates and coaches, everything.
What about the culture around the team? Do you feel like you're getting more support from the Bensalem community, from the school, and even from the boosters and everything?
Yeah. I feel like if we go as a team, we're like a brotherhood because a lot of us grew up with each other and we're already connected, so we're like family already.
Well, hopefully you can bring that family together.
Yeah.
Big win over Truman, and get yourselves to 5-5 here this week. Good luck to the Bensalem Fighting Owls. Isaiah, thank you for being with us. What would you say is your leadership style? I mean, are you a guy who gets vocal, lead by example?
I would say that for if I'm a leadership guy,
yeah,
I would try be better for the younger guys that are watching us.
All right, let's talk to your teammate as well. Both, we're getting to talk about leadership. We talk about high school football here on Captain's Week. Lucas, what would you say your highlight is this season, either an individual play that you were able to make or team stuff that you guys were able to accomplish?
Honestly, for me, I feel like as a team, the biggest accomplishment for us was I went out against Quakertown. I feel like I call a lot of the plays on defense. I feel like as itself, I'm a big player, a big part of the team on defense, but we went into that Council Rock South game without me, and our defense came out physical. We came out amazing. We had a great defensive game, only gave up 7 points, 1 touchdown throughout most of the game and the late touchdown. So I feel like I was so proud of my teammates and the defense of just pulling that performance together.
And to be the guy who's calling all that action and stuff like that gives even a different kind of feeling on the whole thing.
I felt proud, because I was on the sideline for that game. I wasn't able to play, but it was just my guys made me proud, Everybody stepped up.
Coach Flaherty was saying you're one of the more physical guys out there, but, you don't look like a big guy. Is that something for Bensalem? Sometimes you guys are up against bigger teams, but there's no fear when it comes to the Fighting Owls.
I feel like nobody has the heart we do. We have the heart, we have the desire to go out there and win every game. We know what we can do, and I feel like we're finally showing people that.
And you feel like the program is moving in the right direction. I mean, obviously, like Isaiah was saying, you had only a couple wins last year. You guys have an opportunity to get to 500, and but that's, I don't know, it feels like that's just a stepping stone to the next accomplishment, to next year.
Oh yeah, like it takes a lot, like kids, the younger kids coming up for like the feeder teams around the area. I mean, they want to go to Bensalem, like they want to see the culture around it. They want to see a winning team, you know. So we gotta do that ourselves to have these kids come up and like build generational like talent and have success.
Have that whole community pulling in the same direction, and sometimes we talk about game day atmosphere on the Roundtable show, and Bensalem, just the way it sits in the the bowl it's in, and the lighting that you guys have now there and stuff. A great game day experience when you check out some Bensalem Fighting Owls high school football. Guys, thank you for being with us here for the Roundtable show. Good luck against Truman, and hopefully you guys can end with a W. Get back in the win column.
For sure. Always appreciate seeing you guys.
All right, appreciate it. The Bensalem Fighting Owls with us. All right, we'll let these guys go. And we got the Morrisville Bulldogs coming up next. That's right, let's hear it for Bensalem. Opportunity to get to 500 with a win over Truman. Again, here at Sandy's Beef and Ale, big thanks to Dave, to Jane, to the entire staff here at Sandy's. I mean, Jane does so much to help our show, coaching up our players before they join us here on the microphone. But it has been an awesome tradition. And one of the traditions of this high school Coaches Roundtable show is our Captains Week. And so here we are talking to the captains of the Morrisville Bulldogs. And the Bulldogs 8-1 and getting set to take on the Bristol Warriors. All right, guys, we got everybody situated. So, Coach, getting ready for Bristol. What do you see when you look at the Warriors? What kind of game should we expect?
I think it's going to be a close game. As always, they're always good up front, point of attack, good skill, well coached, disciplined. So it's always the same. It's going to be a good game.
Impressive season so far, but now you guys have set yourselves up with some expectations. You got some big games coming up, and I feel like there's been a great chemistry between the coaching staff and the players. How do you get these guys to get motivated and to make sure everybody's on the same page and ready to go? Because so far that's been the case with this Bulldog team.
Yeah, it always starts on Mondays in the film room. We've been in uppers the last 2 weeks. We haven't really been hitting much in practice. Just going over just everything perfect, offense, defense, and scout. I mean, everything. It's a tradition that we've been doing for the last 3 weeks, 4 weeks.
Man, it feels like that tradition and those habits and routines have really started to pay off for this team this year. And you guys getting ready for a big game against Bristol. Of course, we got the Thanksgiving Day matchup between the Bulldogs and the Warriors on WBCB. Coach, tell us who you brought with you tonight representing this Morrisville Bulldog team on Captain's Night.
All right, I'll start on my right. We have a senior offensive guard, defensive tackle, Tristan Hall. Moving over, we have a junior. He's the Swiss Army knife, we call him, because he plays every position. Fullback, D tackle, he'll play D end. He plays offensive guard, Javi Robledo. And then up on the top to my right is Raymond Holman, running back, outside linebacker. He's actually 46 yards away from breaking the all-time rushing record, school rushing record this week. Hopefully gets it. And then we have quarterback, senior, Kair Rankins, also plays safety. And he's having a tremendous year, leading by example.
Guys, welcome to the show. So Tristan, when you got started, the preseason, getting ready for this year, has this season so far lived up to expectations? And that just means you guys have more work yet to do.
Yeah, I feel like we lived up to our expectations. We could even be 9-0 right now if we wanted to, but right now we're sitting at a good 8-1, and I feel like with our preseason and all the work we did on the offseason, we deserve to be 8-1.
All right, so what kind of work are you guys doing from week to week to get ready for Bristol. Sound like from what Coach was saying, you guys are really just perfecting what you guys do the best.
Yeah, it all starts in the film room. We watch film, we study the plays, and we run it in practice, and just repeat.
So Tristan, you put the work in on the football field. What's next for you when you look at the rest of this school year? Any plans for what you might do after graduation at this point?
Just going to college, just making sure to keep my grades up, keep being an honor student, and be the best.
How about your season highlight? I know as an offensive line guy, maybe take some credit for some of the things that Ray has been able to do.
It's been fun blocking for Ray, and we have a good communication on the field, and we can always communicate what blocks go where and just lead that to scoring touchdowns.
And really, that would kind of be a reason for you to celebrate if he gets those 46 yards, breaks that school record.
Yeah, of course.
But do it in a win. That would even be better.
Of course, yes.
All right, a big game coming up. Morrisville taking on Bristol. Javier, what do you think the key is for you guys to get a win this week?
I think the key is really our defense. We want to stop them on the defensive side of the ball and make sure our offense, put some work up.
People talk about a team identity. What would you say the identity of the Bulldogs is as far as how you guys get your work done and how you guys have been able to get to this 8-1 mark?
I would say our identity is we're very hard workers, put the work in on and off the field.
How about after football throughout the rest of this school year or other plans you might have down the road?
No, not really.
And your leadership style, Javier, how do you think your teammates would describe you as far as being helping to bring this team together and provide that leadership element?
They would probably describe me as a team player. Wherever they need me, I'm there. You know what I mean? Whatever position they want me at, I'm there. So I just provide leadership.
Kind of leading by example through your versatility, as Coach was talking about. All right, pass that microphone over to Ray and Tristan as we talk to the captains of the Morrisville Bulldogs, 8-1 this season, getting ready for a big game against the Bristol Warriors. And we got Ray Holman with us. Ray, a big season so far. Again, a 46 yards away from a school record. Is that something that is on your mind a little bit? You've been able to do some big things individually, but this season, you guys have some opportunities to do some big things as a team.
Yeah, definitely. Feels surreal.
How would you describe your leadership style? As a captain on this team, see guys look to you for an example?
Yeah, I try to lead by example.
And this week you guys are getting ready for Bristol. Anything specifically that you're working on? Anything different that, maybe you're doing in preparation for this week's game?
Just execute on offensive defense. And
Ray, after this year, what's next for you? Got some big decisions coming up. Even what's next for you throughout the rest of the school year, but I'm wondering after graduation, some big decisions coming up for you.
Yeah, definitely planning to play in college. So, yeah.
Well, good luck in that decision-making process, and this week as you guys get ready to take on Bristol. And we'll talk with your quarterback now. All right, so how about your leadership style? And what do you think your teammates would say about how you've been able to bring this team together as a QB?
I definitely had to start using my voice more, but I think they would describe me as leading with my play, mainly.
What's it been like working with the guys on your team, developing that chemistry, and almost kind of unlocking the potential of this Bulldog team this year?
Yeah, it's been great. It's been a process over a couple of years now. We all grew up together, so it's definitely paying off.
Anything in particular that you guys are looking at as a game plan or stuff you're working on internally to get ready for the Warriors?
Nah, nothing particular.
After graduation, after school, what do you got? Any plans in mind?
Yeah, I plan on playing football in college.
Well, good luck again in that decision-making process, and good luck to the Bulldogs this week as they get ready for the Bristol Warriors. A big game this week, and also looking forward to their traditional Turkey Day matchup with that Warriors team. Thanks to Coach Cohen, and thanks to the Bulldogs for being with us tonight. Good luck this week, guys.
Thank you, Chris.
All right, the Morrisville Bulldogs here, 8-1, and defending district champions here tonight at Sandy's Beef and Ale. All right, who we got next? Neshaminy coming up. All right, we got the big rivalry game, Neshaminy hosting the Pensbury Falcons. And Coach Wilmot is here with his team captains. It's Captain's Night. High School Coaches Roundtable show presented by Rob's Automotive and Collision, and brought to you in part by the Fellow Auto Group on Route 13 in Bristol. You mentioned the show, you get $250 right off the bat for any car, and they got great cars for high school students. Fellow Auto Group, Route 13 in Bristol. All right, looking forward to Neshaminy and Pensbury. And Neshaminy right now 6-3. Coach, welcome to the show.
Thank you.
And thanks for bringing your guys out tonight.
My pleasure.
What's the key when you look at Pensbury? How do you guys get past this Falcons team?
I mean, they have a lot of good players. I think it's going to be a battle on Friday night. It's going to be a battle, and we got to work hard. We got to execute. You know that they're going to be hungry for it, and we just got to win the battle. We got to win the war one play at a time.
And it seems like you look at the playoff scenario, you guys have an opportunity to get a home game. Is that something that you're talking about, an extra motivator for this team?
We have not said one word about that. It's just, I mean, Pensbury said it, and it's the truth. It's just all about Pensbury right now.
I got to call a couple of your games, and it seems like you guys are able to mix up the run and the pass. Is that something that you're intentional about, that you try to be balanced in that way?
We definitely try to be balanced. If you run too much, they'll gang up and stop on it. We like to be balanced. Plain and simple. I mean, we definitely like to spread the defense out a little bit. At the end of the day, I think every high school football team wants to run the ball. But in order to run the ball, you gotta mix it up.
All right, so you guys get out to an early lead against CB South. You look back at that game. What did you see when you broke down the film? And I don't know, some maybe missed opportunities or some building blocks, things that you feel like you could take into this game against Pennsbury?
There's some things that we did good early, but we couldn't sustain. I mean, they have a really good team. I think you're going to be watching those guys late November, early December play. We did some things early on, but we didn't do enough to sustain it throughout the course of the game.
Well, Coach, always appreciate your being here with us on a Wednesday for the Roundtable show and bringing your guys out. Captain's Night tonight, so tell us who is here representing this Neshaminy Redskin football team.
Well, we have two junior captains. We have Owen Schwartz, number 95 over here. He plays defensive line. Plays every position on the defensive line. He also helps us out on offense as a second tight end. The other junior we have here is Mike Eckert. Mike is our quarterback. Last week he also played a significant amount of defense for us. And then we have senior Connor Frederick, who plays tight end and inside linebacker.
All right, guys, welcome to the show. We'll start with Mike. You're up first. Over 1,000 yards passing now throughout this season. Is that a stat that you've been looking at throughout the year? Or is that just something that, I don't know, it's a pretty cool milestone to eclipse?
Yeah, I really haven't been thinking about it. Coach Wilmot actually told me a few minutes ago. I was surprised, but it's not really something I look at throughout the season.
All right, what do you think the key is this week to get past this Pensbury team, move you guys to 7-3, and to get that home game?
Just limit the mistakes, play clean, and just play physical, whistle to whistle.
I mean, it seems like you guys have some reasons to feel that you're getting better week in and week out. I mean, this past week, a little bit of a speed bump, but it's against one of the better teams. How did you feel like you played against the Titans?
Well, I know I definitely got to be better, and there's always things to improve on. I mean, we watched film on Saturday and looked at those things, so we know what we need to do this week.
Well, good luck against Pensbury. What is next for you? as a junior, I guess you got some decision time yet. Anything that you get involved with throughout the school year?
Nothing really, just lifting in the winter with the football guys.
Put that focus on the Pensbury Falcons as
Yes,
Neshaminy hosting the game this week. Looking forward to it. We got it for you on WBCB. And Connor, what are you guys working on this week? Anything different? Anything from a game plan perspective that?
Just coming off from last week, we just been practicing on being more physical and playing more fast because we did not execute that last Friday.
All right, so look back at this year. What would you say is your highlight? Either team accomplishments or stuff that a moment on the field that you kind of look back at.
For me, it's just having fun with all my guys. Not taking it for granted. Every play I really just lock in, stay focused. Pretty much it, yeah. 21
receptions, 203 yards. Feel like that chemistry has been developing.
Yeah.
I mean, through the passing attack, it feels like that's somewhere where you guys have grown each week.
Yeah. As long as we're winning, the stats for me don't matter. We're 6-3. We were 4-6 last year. I just want to win. The stats don't matter to me.
Well, you guys have put yourselves into position now to do big things, but you got to get it done against Pennsbury this week in order to get that home game. What is next for you when you look at after graduation, after football, other stuff going on this school year?
Just looking into colleges and stuff like that, playing football. But for me, I'm just focused on Pensbury. The other kid from Pensbury, he said the same thing. Focus on Neshaminy. I'm focused on Pensbury.
My niece is up at Kutztown, and that might be one of the spots you're thinking about.
Yeah, that college has shown a lot of interest in me. But that decision won't be made until after the season.
Well, they're having a good season. Kutztown doing pretty good. I think they're still undefeated. So,
yeah.
But that's them. We're talking about Neshaminy. Coaches' night tonight. Good luck this week as you guys get ready for Pennsbury. Again, we got the game on BCB, and we wrap up here with Owen. Welcome to the show. All right, what's the key to getting a win? Anything in particular when you look at the Pensbury offensive line that you guys maybe could, doing some stunts or some other stuff to get at the quarterback?
Just playing really fast and aggressive this week is the key throughout our whole entire defensive line. Really just playing fast and aggressive, doing our keys, doing our jobs, and just getting the job done this week. The goal this week is to win, and that's what we're going to do.
A handful of sacks this season for Owen. Tell me a little bit about your array of moves to try to get to the quarterback.
This offseason, last year, sophomore season, I was a little bit undersized, coming off some injuries, but this year I really focused on just getting bigger, getting stronger, getting faster, working on footwork, really coming in with the mindset this offseason, really just to win this year and be a better overall player myself.
I think that the game day atmosphere is going to be awesome on Friday night. Do you feel any of that? Neshaminy, they pack the stands and they make some noise.
100%. I'm very excited. I love the atmosphere at Neshaminy. I love home games, and it's just an overall really good experience.
One of the things we don't talk about a lot on the Roundtable show is the student section. And each student section has like a different theme. Do you guys have a theme for Friday?
Yeah, I don't know the theme for this week. I'm really just focused on winning, if I had to be completely honest. But yeah, they do themes and stuff like that.
Well, that's good. That's good. You got your focus on the game. That's what's important. Good luck this week. How about your leadership style? Named the captain. That's a pretty awesome honor. How have you been able to communicate with some of the unexperienced guys and help to make this team better?
I really focus on treating everybody equally, and everybody gets the same chance, and everybody has the same chance to prove themselves. And ever since I've been younger, I've always tried to produce myself and project as a leader, and really just show lead with confidence, lead as an example, not only on the field but in the classroom, outside of school, and etc.
Another thing, we get joined by all of these high school football players, and you just mentioned the word confidence. It's a little bit of a challenge to get behind a microphone and to talk about what you do, and appreciate all you guys joining us here on the show, and some nice confident answers from Owen and the Neshaminy High School football captains here with us tonight as they get ready to take on the Pensbury Falcons. All right, we're going to step aside and return. We've got Egan and Bristol also coming up here, so stay with us. The high school coaches roundtable show rolls on. Captain's Night continues in just a moment.
Thanks, Chris.
If you're a sports-loving adult or senior citizen who has been injured while doing what you love, fear not. The Lower Bucks Hospital right in our community is here to support you. Led by board-certified orthopedic surgeon Dr. Monahim M. Miller, boasting 33 years of experience, their team specializes in orthopedic sports medicine, joint replacement surgeries, orthopedic surgeries, trauma care, and treating acute injuries. Unlike orthopedic offices in the city, Dr. Miller and his team warmly welcomes new patients, offering personalized care to help your recovery swiftly and return to your favorite activities. Conveniently located in your hometown at 501 Bath Road in Bristol, you can reach them at 215-785-9818. That's 215-785-9818. Lower Bucks Hospital has been dedicated to caring for our neighbors since 1954. Let us take care of you too.
Rob's Automotive and Collision Center in Lower Bucks County is a full-service repair center with competitive prices, top-of-the-line products, and the finest auto body and mechanical repair technicians anywhere. Rob's makes repairing your car easy. Same-day service guaranteed. Whether it's an oil change, state inspection, or a mechanical issue, Rob's will have you in and out and on your way. 2700 Veterans Highway in Bristol, 215-826-9200 for 24-hour emergency towing. Call 215-826-0250.
We now return to Sandy's Beef and Ale in Langhorne for the Bucks County Coaches Roundtable Show. Once again, here's your host, WBCB's Chris Ermer.
All right, welcome back to Sandy's Beef and Ale, the high school coaches roundtable show on WBCB, presented by Rob's Automotive and Collision. And we've got the Bristol Warriors with us now, 6-1, and head coach Ciotti with us. Big win over Jenkintown.
Yeah, it was a nice win. We're smaller league schedule this year, and it was nice to last two games here with Jenkintown and Morrisville and come out on top against Jenkintown.
And in that, your schedule is a little bit more condensed. There's not as many league games. That makes that win even more significant. So congratulations on that victory. What do you see when you break down the Morrisville Bulldogs and get ready for this week's game? They're playing good football.
Yeah, obviously, longtime rival. It's always a fantastic game, and they're playing great football right now. They run the ball well, and, we're playing at their place on a Friday. Typically, we're on Thanksgiving, so it's been nice to be able to play them during the season the last couple of years. So it'll be a really, really fun, energetic game.
What would you say is the ID of the Bristol Warriors under Mike Ciotti?
I would say, we're a family, number one. And number two, I think, we just kind of play the game as it goes. We're not looking – last year we were probably more run-heavy. This year we're just kind of spreading the ball around and having a good time and, promoting outside the classroom and outside the football field more and more each year. Like, we're heavily involved with Challenger football and, promoting young men and football's second, but we love having fun there too.
Well, getting wins is always fun. So 6-1 right now. Been a good season so far. Tell us who you got with you tonight representing this Warriors team.
Yeah, so 3 and 4 year starters. We have senior Xavier Seegers here, linebacker, fullback. Came on the scene as a freshman and kind of forced us to play him right away, and he sticks his nose in there all the time, and he's a fantastic asset to us. We have Brady Slade, he's a junior. Quarterback stepped up for us this year big time. Asked him to take on the role, and he took it with flying colors and hard-hitting safety. And then Kyrie Williams, hard-hitting safety as well, a 4-year starter, playing receiver. Glad to see. We call him old man. He feels like he's been here for like 8 years.
Well, he's got a full beard. he's got the beard of a man.
Yeah. And then Trey Anthony. This one, there was an article about it, but I've coached his 2 older brothers. So in the last 11 years, I've always had an Anthony brother, and this will be the final season. So a little upset about it, but all 4 guys have been fantastic to our program. I can't speak highly enough about them, and they're great kids on and off the field.
Well, guys, welcome to the show. Xavier, tell me about your highlight this year. You look back at this season, 6-1 so far. Any moment really stick out for you?
Really just like how we go in each game and just have the mindset to win each time. And every time at the end of the game, we come together as a team and we just celebrate together. And I feel like that's really like a big thing to do. And it really just brightens our mood.
Any specific routines or superstitions that you have to get you ready for kickoff?
No, not really, to be honest. I just look down there. We have different placements for the ball, so I just look and see where I gotta go and the fastest way to get there.
Read your keys and get ready for action.
Yes.
What else are you going to get involved in after graduation? Any future plans or other stuff you might be doing throughout this school year?
Yeah, definitely after school. I plan on going to college. I'm not 100% sure, but I want to go to either Drexel or Rutgers, someplace like that.
Well, credit to you. I mean, good luck in that decision-making process, but credit for getting in there as a freshman and getting right into action and then proving yourself to these coaches and becoming one of the captains of this Bristol Warrior team. And thank you for being with us tonight. Let's talk to Brady as QB. All right, what's the key against the Bulldogs?
Really just play our game, stay mentally focused, do the little things right, and just play as a team.
I mean, what would you say the ID for the Bristol Warrior offense is?
Just come out firing from the start of the game. We can't start slow in any game, no matter who we play. We just have to come out and just play the same against anybody.
All right, you look back at this year, any specific plays or moments stick out for you? Any big wins that, I don't know, are a little bit more significant than some of the others?
I wouldn't say anything specific. It's just how I came up as quarterback for the first year, and everybody's just helping me through it, and just my coaches helping me learn new things, and my teammates just being there for me and helping me out.
And now throughout this process, have you been able to kind of pay that forward to some of the younger guys?
Yeah, definitely. I've been able to learn new things, and then as they come up, I could teach them because it just sits in my brain, and then I know what they have to do.
Other stuff that you might get involved in throughout this school year or future plans?
Yeah, so I have basketball and baseball right after this. And then after, I'm still have one more year of high school, and then after that, I want to go play football in college.
Well, stay busy. That's awesome. Good luck to you,
Thanks.
And good luck this week against Morrisville. All right, who we got now? Trey is up next. Welcome to what did you hear from your family members about playing for Coach Ciotti?
Well, I heard that he's a tough guy. He coaches tough and everything. His energy at practices are there and everything.
And so after you've gone through that experience, was all that pretty legit?
Yeah, for sure. His energy definitely showed a lot more this year, 100%.
All right, so what do you think the key is this week? Get a big win over Morrisville. Any additional energy since it is kind of a rivalry situation?
All right, so this week the keys are we have to have energy at practice, 100%, and then our defense has to step up.
What else do you get involved with throughout school, other sports or
So
future plans?
After football, I plan to do basketball again this year, and I also do baseball too.
All right, well, good luck throughout the rest of this year. Appreciate your being with us tonight.
Thank
How
you,
about your leadership style? Seems like you're kind of not a big talker, but I don't know about.
You could already tell.
I might be reading a lot into just a few moments.
Yeah, so I don't really like to talk. I just really like my action doing the talking.
He doesn't talk, he just do.
Yes.
Well, good luck this week against Morrisville. And last captain is Kyrie.
Yes, sir.
The old man. Well, I mean, do you feel like you have a certain wisdom? Is that where,
I wouldn't say that.
A certain life experience or something that people are drawing on?
It's like, I couldn't even tell you.
Well, I don't know, maybe you're just a thoughtful kind of guy.
Yeah.
All right, so when you think about this week's game against Morrisville, what do you guys need to do in order to get a win?
Just gotta come out 110%, be ready from the start, and just get that game our all.
give it our all every fourth quarter.
Any particular moments from this year stand out for you when you look back at this season, 6-1? A lot of good things you guys have done.
Particular moment, not really. Just being out here with my guys and going out here and balling out is just best in the world. Best thing I can do.
And you look forward to other stuff going on throughout this school year, other things, activities you get involved in?
I'll probably play basketball. Not really a basketball player, just a football guy. But I'm thinking about playing it like my last year.
I mean, it feels like in Bristol, is somebody talking to you about basketball, like kind of recruiting you?
My
like
teammates.
Yeah, okay. All right, that works. Well, good luck this week, guys, against the Morrisville Bulldogs. Thanks to the Bristol Warriors for being with us here for Captain's Night tonight, 6-1, and having a great season so far. Appreciate Coach Ciotti being with us and the Warriors. Again, High School Coaches Roundtable show presented by Rob's Automotive, and we've got our last team here tonight. We are meeting a lot of high school football players, and we're saving the best for last, maybe. We got 6 Conwell-Egan Catholic captains coming up. By the way, Jane, who helps us out with the show, selling the Penn State Thon basket raffle tickets. So if you want to support that Penn State Thon helping to fight childhood cancer, you can buy some basket raffle tickets tonight. They got, hey Jane, are the baskets in the back? Yes. So check out the baskets like the Yeti Hopper. They got the boozy basket. All right, come on over. We got 4 of the Egan captains going to bring their seniors up here tonight. And Egan, congratulations to the Eagles on a big win over Archbishop Carroll, able to shut them out and move themselves into a playoff spot. So that's big time. They get ready to take on Archbishop Wood. The Eagles 5-3. And with us, head coach Jack Techman. Welcome to the show, Coach.
Thanks, Chris. Appreciate that.
All right. So another shutout. This defense playing pretty damn good.
Our defense, Coach Dragani and Coach O'Hara, and both coaches, Dragani and Coach Kevlak, they're just doing a great job with our defense. And, Carroll scored 31 points to beat Newman, and then we shut them out. And we shut Newman out the week before, which is a big rivalry for us. So our defense is playing really well. Offensively, we're getting the job done. So this week's going to be interesting.
Coach, as we get to the end of our Captain's Night, can you tell us a little bit about what you expect from your captains, and maybe what are some things that you look to either from a team leadership perspective or from a play on the field perspective that has these guys here representing this team tonight?
Yeah, and that's why we have 6 captains. We have 4 of our seniors who we look for, and we watch them all through the progress of their 4 years, what they do in the weight room, what they do in the summer, and then we have some juniors that step right up just like the seniors do. And so we feel it's a good base for next year because we got 2 juniors that know what the 6 of these guys have done, and then we'll bring some more on. And we have 3 captains walk out every week, so they all get the opportunity. But they're great leaders. We watch some of them are leaders by their work habits. Some of them are vocal leaders and take charge of the whole team. So we have a nice mix.
I mean, the best leadership comes from an organic place, something that is real. I mean, you can't, if you're not a vocal guy, you can't be a vocal leader because that's just not who you are. And
no, but
you see these guys develop in that way.
Yeah, and some of them we look at and say, okay, he's not the rah-rah guy that's going to be screaming and yelling. But the kids look at their hard work and what they do in the weight room and what they do in the off season, and that's invaluable for the young kids to see that. We've had such great energy on our sideline the last couple weeks. We have 60 kids out there, and to keep them all involved, it's been really unique.
Well, you guys got to keep that energy going throughout a big game against Wood, and you guys already qualifying for postseason play. So we'll we'll be following the Eagles as you guys move forward. Coach, tell us who you brought with you tonight for the Roundtable show. Captain's Week tonight for the Coaches Roundtable.
Okay, directly to the right of me is his first time here. All the other ones have been here before, but Brian Chimp is an outside linebacker for us, been in our program 2 years, started the day he walked in, just does really good stuff. He's a great leader. He's looking to go to the Citadel. He's got his future planned out pretty well. Does a great job for us. To the far right is a guy that's started for us since the day he walked in the door freshman year. He's two-way All-Catholic last year. He's been All-Catholic his sophomore, junior year, and I'm sure he's going to be All-Catholic again this year. Just leads us in every category. Hard work and vocal, he's both of them. So, and then up top is Monty Zurier. Monty's a corner. He had a pick six this week. He also had about a 70-yard touchdown run. He's been over 100 yards rushing the last 5 weeks. I think he's the fastest player in the Catholic League, and he proves it, and he's a great runner. And behind me is Colin Walker, who was our leading tackler last year and did some really great things. He unfortunately had a shoulder issue that he's worked through for the last 2 weeks and been back, but he had to miss 3 games, which hurt us and hurt him. But since he's been back, we've had 2 shutouts, and that's a large reason because of who Colin is.
Guys, welcome to the show. Colin, we'll start with you. What's the key this week in order to keep this defense playing as it is?
Yeah, I think if we...
back-to-back shutouts for you guys.
Yeah, definitely. We're playing, Wood's a good running team. They're a high power, big line. I think if we really just come together, the last 2 practices this week have been really good, and then if we just keep working on it and really come down hard, our D-line, linebackers, and even with our D-backs just staying, strapped up, because they might have to be one-on-one if we pack the box. But I think if we do that, we'll be all right.
All right, so you look at the rest of this school year for you. Any future plans?
I'm hoping to attend college and play football.
All right, so you look back at this year. Any particular highlights stand out for you? Any team moments?
I think definitely beating Newman Goretti. Because it's every year I've been here, it's always close games. They've stopped us from making it to the playoffs, and us to come, having them at Egan and shutting them out 14-0 was great. Everybody on the sidelines were super hyped. And at the end, we were able to ring the bell. It was pretty hype.
Well, congratulations on that win. Good luck here moving forward, Archbishop Wood. And then you guys will be back against Newman Goretti in a couple of weeks. So you guys will rematch with those guys. Brian, welcome.
Thank you.
Welcome. Look back at this year. What stands out for you as far as a moment on the field? I feel like I called a ton of tackles that you made in that Newman Goretti game.
Yeah. I would definitely say the Newman Goretti game's probably the highlight of the year. The overall sideline and everything was so impactful. We were so energetic, and I think we went in there with the right mindset and we shut it down. We got the job done.
Yeah, Coach Techman referencing that energy on the sideline. Did you feel that in the Newman Goretti game, in the Carroll game?
Oh yeah, definitely. They were doing chants, everything, and third, fourth quarter they started really picking up the noise, and it would just light us up on the field. It would really set a fire in us.
So as you game plan for Archbishop Wood, you look at their offense. What are some of the keys that you guys need to take care of this week?
Yeah, so they're a big running team. It's keying on what basically where the running back is and what his basically what his routes are. I mean, they have a good line, so you have to work around it as an outside backer. Getting the pulled blockers and stuff like that. But it's mainly just focus on your key.
How about future plans you can let us know about? Other stuff you get involved with throughout the school year?
Yeah, so hopefully to attend the Citadel, which is a military college in South Carolina. And I want to hopefully do an ROTC program there for the Marine Corps.
I mean, is that similar to other military academies where you got to get sponsorships and
Yeah, it's a little bit different, but yeah, it's kind of the same thing.
Well, that's awesome. Good luck as you pursue that, and good luck this week as you guys get ready for Archbishop Wood. Monty, welcome to the show. So I felt like in that Newman-Goretti game, you also had some big highlights, but take me through this pick six in the Carroll game. What was that play like? What did you see from the snap of the football?
We knew they were going to come out passing the ball a lot because just our front D-line, it was just getting to the backfield every time and stopping the run. So we knew at some point they're going to start passing the ball. And it was near the end of the half, so I was just looking around to see who was coming into my zone. And once I seen the quarterback throw the ball, I just caught it and ran.
I mean, a pick six, that must have sparked up that sideline. Talk about energy. I mean, that just makes everyone must have been going crazy.
Yeah. We try to get the young guys to be as enthusiastic as we can every day in practice. And they say you practice how you played, and they just took the enthusiasm from practice and took it to the game.
Coach Techman crediting your speed. Is that something that do you have a track background, or is that just kind of a natural thing?
For the past 3 years, I've been running track as a freshman, sophomore, and junior. And every year it just really got me faster and faster.
So I imagine you're getting ready to get back to track after football. Any other future plans that you're thinking of?
Yeah, I hope to go to college and become a radiologist at some point.
That's a great pursuit. Good luck in whatever decisions you're looking to make after graduation, and good luck this week in a big game against Archbishop Wood. And we'll talk to our last captain of the night, Sincere Ferry, with us. Welcome to the show.
How you doing?
All right, so you look back at this year, a good year so far, but now you guys have some expectations that have built up, and now it feels like you guys need to finish the job that you guys have set in front of you. What's the key in order to get a couple more big wins and kind of make a little bit of history for this team?
I feel as though the key is just to take it day by day and take it like game by game, and don't rush anything or see past nothing, and just like take into account of what we got to do that we can do it.
As a guy who's been such a big part of this team since your freshman year, how have you developed as a leader, being part of the Conwell-Egan Catholic football team?
Well, I don't know if I can tell you that. I would like ask Coach Tech that, but I feel as though I like matured a lot. But I would say it's from Coach Tech.
What are you looking forward to? Future plans, other stuff going on throughout this school year that you're planning on participating in?
Yeah, well, we got Spirit Night, so I'll probably do that this year. And then I'm hoping to attend college and play football.
All right, well, good luck this week against Wood and against Newman-Goretti. Again, because you know you're meeting the Saints in a couple of weeks, any concern that you might be looking past the Vikings?
We just going to take it game by game, day by day.
All right, well, good luck this week. Focus on Archbishop Wood and get to 6-3 before moving on into the playoffs. Get a little momentum before that Newman-Goretti game and keep this defense playing as it is. And we thank the Conwell-Egan Catholic Eagles for being with us, and Coach Techman bringing the captains out tonight, the
Thanks,
senior
Chris.
captains
Yep.
here for this Eagles
and
team.
I tried to talk to these guys. Egan Wood in the day was a big deal. And this is the first time they've dropped down into our league in the Blue Division. So 2 Bucks County schools, 2 Catholic schools in Bucks County. The history's there, and I think that it's going to be a really competitive game on Saturday afternoon, and we're looking forward to going back up to Warminster.
Well, it sounds like you're motivated for this
Yeah,
one.
I've been involved in that game since I was in high school. So, okay.
All
Thanks,
right, well, we will be back next week with another high school coaches roundtable show presented by Rob's Automotive and Collision. Big thanks to Sandy's. Thanks to all of our teams, our coaches and players. Gus Barber doing our video engineering. And thanks to you for being with us as well. We'll check back next week. Big games coming up. Council Rock North, Council Rock South. Egan taking on Archbishop Wood. We got Neshaminy and Pensbury on WBCB. And we mentioned Bristol and Morrisville also getting set to do battle. So a big week to wrap up the regular season. And thanks for being with us on WBCB tonight from Sandy's Beef and Ale.
Thanks, Chris. Appreciate it.